comrades, sailors and foremen, midshipmen and officers, generals and admirals, dear veterans, dear citizens of Russia, I congratulate you on the Day of the Navy. For centuries our fleet was and still is indestructible guardian of the borders of the fatherland, his pride and glory. Therefore, all of Russia celebrates celebrations in his honor. All our people. Today we congratulate the brave crews of ships and submarines, fearless pilots of naval aviation, personnel of its ground services, courageous fighters of coastal troops, our audacious Marines. We bow with gratitude to all generations of Russian shipbuilders, naval commanders and sailors. Their brilliant workmanship, fidelity to duty and homeland, professionalism and talent largely determined the great fate of Russia. Since the time of Peter the Great, our Navy devotedly, selflessly serves his country. In his annals, triumphant victories in naval battles, round-the-world trips and great geographical discoveries, outstanding achievements in science and technology. More than once the Russian fleet stood in the way of the enemy as an impregnable fortress. We remember the heroic defense of Port Arthur and Sevastopol, Petropavlovsk and Leningrad, the courage of Marine sailors, defending Moscow, Stalingrad, Arctic, who took bridgeheads on the Dnieper and Danube. History of the development of our Navy formed its essence, its main purpose. It is to defend the fatherland. This year is marked for our valiant fleet, a range of memorable events. Today's parade is dedicated to them. 320 years of the Baltic Fleet, 290 years north, and 240 years of the Black Sea Fleet. Each of them has its own glorious history, together with the Pacific Fleet and the Caspian Flotilla. They constitute an indestructible bulwark of our country's defense capability, reliably ensure the national interests of Russia in the world ocean, firmly keep the age-old covenants of the maritime military brotherhood, traditions of honor, nobility, love for one's fatherland. Harsh naval everyday life requires the highest responsibility, decisiveness, professionalism, ready to fight on equal terms with the elements of the sea. You know the power of cohesion. Despising the risk of the burden of service and long separations, you understand the great value of the family and home. The most sacred loyalty to the motherland is passed on from generation to generation. It is patriotism that is at the heart of a special naval culture, which helps to adequately fulfill all state tasks, arouses the unchanging admiration of military sailors among our people, pride in our fearless Navy. Over 100 years ago, Pyotr Stolypin called this pride proof of that the people have the power to keep the seas in their power. Today, Russia is confidently implementing the large-scale tasks of the national maritime policy. Consistently build up the power of your fleet. This year alone, 30 ships of different classes are replenishing its membership, including those on combat duty. Missile corvette Mercury. It is named in memory of the immortal feat of the crew of the legendary brig. Almost 2 centuries ago, he single-handedly defeated 2 ships of the line. It is gratifying that the tradition of giving his name to the ships of the Russian fleet has been revived. On the new Mercury, the St. George naval flag was also raised, as a sign of the inviolability of our naval traditions, a symbol of courage and inflexibility of military sailors. These qualities are fully manifested today. In the name of Russia, our sailors give all their strength. Show true heroism. Fight valiantly like our great ancestors. I thank the personnel of the Russian Navy for the impeccable fulfillment of the tasks before you, for your reliability, diligence, perseverance, for impeccable devotion to the fatherland. Glory to the Navy of Russia. Hooray!
Слава военно-морскому флоту России! Ура!